My girlfriend ordered, "Don't embarrass me tonight, okay? You're not in this world," coaching me to behave while she networked. But when the host crossed the room, calling my name, the expression on her face. I own a woodworking restoration shop specializing in historic properties, recreating 100-year-old ceiling panels with period joinery techniques. The work pays around $200,000 a year, but you'd never know it. I drive a beat-up 2015 F-150, wear jeans and flannel covered in sawdust, and my hands are calloused. 8 months ago, I met Amy at a design showroom. She's an interior stylist, gorgeous, confident, drives a BMW. When she introduced me to friends, it was always, "This is Sean, he does construction work," with this apologetic tone. Comments started, "Maybe dress up more for events. You might want a newer car." Once she said, "Don't go into detail about the wood stuff. My friends won't get it." I never corrected her assumptions. When people asked, I'd say, "I work with wood," or "I'm doing a project at a resort." All true, but I never elaborated because Amy seemed more comfortable when I downplayed things. Last month, she suggested I transition into management because working with your hands is fine when you're young, but you need to think about your future. Then Amy got invited to a fundraiser at Kensington Cove Resort. Ultra-luxury beachfront property. Massive opportunity to land a 6-figure styling contract. She asked me to come as her date. On the drive up, she said, "Listen, just try not to embarrass me tonight. These people are way above our usual level. You're obviously not in this world. Just smile and let me do the talking. Say you're in construction and change the subject." Here's what Amy didn't know. For 8 months, my shop has been the primary restoration contractor for Kensington Cove Resort. I'd been in multiple meetings with Mrs. Evelyn Kensington herself about preserving 1920s craftsmanship. She'd invited me to a private dinner to thank me. I declined because of a deadline. I never mentioned this because Amy never asked. She heard resort project and assumed I was doing drywall. We arrived at 7 p.m. The valet's face lit up. "Sean, good to see you again. That deck work is stunning." Amy's head snapped toward me. Again? In the lobby, the facilities director nodded at me. The F&B manager shook my hand. Amy kept trying to steer me away. "You don't need to chat with the staff." The fundraiser was in the main ballroom. My restored wall panels, ceiling beams, and custom trim everywhere. Amy was scanning for Mrs. Kensington, nervous. "I see her. Let me handle the introduction." But Mrs. Kensington spotted me first. She walked directly toward us. "Sean, you actually came? I was telling the mayor about your deck work. She wants you to consult on City Hall restoration." Amy's glass almost slipped. "Are you with Sean? He's absolutely brilliant. His work is museum quality." For the next hour, Mrs. Kensington introduced me to city council members, private investors, preservation board members, people asking for my card, discussing projects. I was in my element. Amy kept getting edged out of technical discussions. I saw her snap at a server who was slow with water. Mrs. Kensington's assistant definitely noticed. Around 9 p.m., Amy pulled me onto the deck. "What the hell is going on? What kind of project were you working on?" "I told you, restoration work. My shop has been the primary contractor. The ceiling, this deck, the lobby, all of it. Why didn't you tell me?" "Why does it matter? I'm the same person when you told me not to embarrass you, when you said these people were above my level. The only difference is now, you know rich people respect me. This is humiliating. I've been treating you like, and you just let me. You decided I wasn't good enough based on my truck and boots without ever asking what I actually do. I told you about this resort months ago. You never asked one follow-up question. We argued for 20 minutes. She kept saying I should have been clearer. I kept pointing out she never showed interest until rich people validated me. Finally, she said, "I need time to think about us. You're not mad I hid something. You're mad I'm successful without looking how you think successful should look." She went back inside. I stayed on the deck, running my hand over the wood I'd restored. Eventually, I collected 15 business cards and had great conversations. Amy sat at our table scrolling her phone, looking miserable. The drive back was silent. At the hotel around 2 a.m., she grabbed her stuff and left in an Uber without another word. Mrs. Kensington later emailed that Amy was removed from villa contract consideration, not because of me, but because staff reported her rudeness to service workers. I'm doing work I love with people who respect it for the right reasons. Sometimes the people who look down on you just can't see what's right in front of them.